I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mary,
Here.
Jenna,
Here.
Mary,
Here.
Jeanette,
Here.
Bob,
Here. Any citizen input? Next, I'll be seeking a motion to approve the consent agenda to include the minutes of the June 18th, 2026 Town Council meeting and claims totaling $3,925,108.87.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented, including the minutes of the June 18th, 2026 Town Council meeting claims totaling $3,925,108.87. I'll second that.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Jeanette, Bob,
Aye. Next up, we have announcements. Concert in the park tomorrow, Friday, July 17th, Central Park, featuring Morning Glories, the Verve Pipe, and fireworks. This is our reschedule from the washout that we had at Summerfest. National Night Out is Tuesday, August 4th from 5 to 9 at Central Park. And next up, I will toss this over to Dave for a special announcement.
Yes, we're very proud to have Mr. Jeff Zenzian in here present with us, who has hit a milestone that may not be touched. Not sure on that, but at 45 years of dedicated service. I know the fire department has something special for him on Tuesday, but we felt as a town that has received so much service and dedication from Mr. Zenzian that we would recognize him here tonight with a certificate of recognition. I will go over the bones of this, and if Chief Martin then would wanted, we get a couple pictures here, but basically certificate of recognition presented to Jeff Zenzian for 45 years of dedicated service from 1981 to 2026. The town of Dyer thanks you for your commitment, leadership, and the many lives you have touched throughout your distinguished career. Your service and dedication will always be remembered and deeply appreciated. Again, a token of appreciation from the town to all the years that you've relentlessly left your house at 2 a.m, left birthday parties, functions, all to come up and serve the community. I, for one, was a young fireman when Jeff was on there, and it was just the mentorship that he gave the young people on the fire department. And back then, who would have thought 45 years later you'd be pulling the plug on this one? But Jeff, want to come up for a quick picture with Chief Martin and the council?
We going down there?
Yeah, one.
Okay.
Otherwise, we all look so tall. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I know, that's not working. Yes.
Got it. While we're getting ready for the pictures, do you remember the horses' names on the first horse fire? More stuff, man.
That gave me something to talk about.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Bill pointed to that photo and goes, "Which one's Jeff?"
Hold on, Brian.
I think he's in. Oh, come on, Mary.
Good short one. There's anything by Jeff. Stand by Jeff.
Yeah, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the boss is taking. One that really wants to go. Yeah, I should have won by the big camera.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You should take one of their pictures.
Jeff. I want a picture with you and Dave.
Huh?
I want a picture with you and Dave.
Oh, gosh, like the old days or something, like 1990 again or some shit.
Did?
We didn't have that.
Wait, hold on, you take the glasses.
Yeah, I know that. I do that all the time. You get the pictures, you're like, man, I take my classes off.
Oh, I didn't.
Absolutely. Thank you. John, I appreciate it. Appreciate everything. Yeah, here's. Thanks, Joe. See you.
Well, see you. Wait, gotta give 2 speeches, right? One tonight.
We might as well get above it.
Hey, you're the chief.
Yeah, I know.
We're not leaving the water board, right?
No, okay, well, so I'm,
He's really not.
yeah, I'm not leaving, but still be on the utility board.
Utility board.
All right, we'll do a quick 30-second speech. It has been an honor and a privilege, obviously, to be here. When I joined at 19, didn't know anybody here back then. No one thought it would last this long. So a special thanks to my family. So Christy's the only one here today. Everyone will be here Tuesday, but they're all watching on live stream.
Nice.
So, because without them, this wouldn't have been possible. And Joe will tell you, a lot of people don't make it in the fire service because their families aren't supportive. And that's what it's all about. People always ask me, why do you do this? Well, of course, it's, yeah, the lights and the sirens are exciting, but that's not why we do this. It's not why I still work for Superior, because we help people. And stealing some of Joe's thunder, when they're dialing 911, it's the worst day of their life. We want to be there to help them. And I can't tell you the amount of people I see in town going, you were at my house when my grandpa was sick. You were at my house when it caught on fire. That's why we do it. It's been an honor and a privilege to do it. And I thank all of you for your support and all the previous town councils too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, you were at my house when it broke my arm.
Yeah, see,
So.
that's why we do it. That's why we do it. Simple as that.
Even though I was in pain. But
Thank you, guys.
I think Jeff was there when I was born.
Yeah.
Hey, I could go on and on and on. He knows this.
10 when you started that.
So, and I think
Feeling he's gonna get roasted.
Yes, which is
We'll
what
allow-
we do daily.
we'll allow for a little more elaboration at the fire meeting, but I mean, just the technology difference between start and finish. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, you were on the original fire department. They got toned out by the siren in the sky.
Scott Pedro's when I started, but
Yeah.
the siren still went for a
Yep.
long time.
Yep. So a lot of people had to
A
listen.
lot of changes we've seen,
Yep.
obviously.
Crazy.
Phone in your parents' days.
Phone.
Yeah.
Yep. Phones rang back then too. So,
Thank you.
all right.
There's,
Thank-
if I may say, Jeff, give me 1 second. I know you
Yep.
gotta run. So I have a lot to say Tuesday about Jeff, whether it be at the meeting or, in a good way. Yeah, but when I came here 5 years ago, and this is actually legit, because what's the hardest thing when you get older? Change, right? Well, try coming into a fire department at 36 years old. When I came in at 36, he was doing this for 40 years. So he could literally tell me, which you may have at one point, but you can literally tell me I've been doing this since before you were born. With all the changes and all of the things, like seeing Jeff actually roll with it was actually something that I super appreciate, because he supported it all. I heard him a lot say it's a long time coming, you know, we've been talking about, and at one point you said, I'm gonna stop saying that. So that actually is a really, really cool thing that Jeff brought to the table the last 5 years. And obviously the last 45 was the fact that when you guys hired a young kid that came in and changed a lot, he rolled with it all and he was supportive of it all, right? Which was super cool, because like you said, mentorship's important. So he put on that face of like, hey, this is good, let's keep going, which everybody else below him was able to say, all right, let's keep going, and we're at where we're at today. So so thank you, Jeff, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon, right? For his exit interview, because I believe in internal controls, Debbie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Not what you say on the group text. No, I'm just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Reports for town council. The only thing I have this week is to say, we have our safety village meeting at the end of July to set up some of the schedule for the next school year. And hear reports on how their summer went. So I will have more to report on the safety village at the August meeting. So we'll go to Ward 2, Councilwoman Tim.
Thank you, President Starkey. Hello, Dyer. I was gonna actually ask David for that picture. That was a great picture. We should be showing that with Jeff Zenzian 20 years ago. I think we should put it in the town foyer maybe. To celebrate, or have it tomorrow for your meeting. Yeah, Tuesday. That would be great. The BZA didn't meet this month due to lack of business. Historical Preservation Commission met with the town council to work on mutual understanding of future properties to preserve. And the Dyer Historical Preservation Commission has a study session this Tuesday at 6 p.m. if you're interested. We will be at the Dyer Historical Preservation Commission, and the Historical Volunteer Committee will be at the National Night Out. That will be wonderful. We're looking forward to that. And as President Starkey said, the wait is over. The rain looks like it'll be over that evening, and fireworks and live music will light up the park sky tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your summer. We'll see you around town. Thank you.
Sounds good. Next up, Ward 3, Councilwoman Grisovich.
Nothing to report, thank you.
Sounds good. Next up, Ward 4, Councilwoman Tanis.
Everyone should have received, according to ordinance 2026-02, application for travel for Mary, Tim, and myself. And I'm asking for permission from the town council to approve the travel expense for going to the AIM Summit. And again, here's the AIM Summit from last year, and it tells all the different kinds of varieties of opportunities that you have to learn for the sessions for that. And we've gone for a number of years and really appreciated the fact that, you know, you're meeting people that have to focus on the municipalities. And so we are asking this evening, making a motion to approve the travel expense for both Mary Tanis and Mary Tim for the amount of $705, which would be covering the registration and the hotel, and $40 for food. So you have two applications before you. So I'm asking you for an approval from the town council for those travel expenses.
You're making the motion?
I made a motion.
I will second that. We've come back with so many wonderful things to bring. We already have some in place in Central Park, so we would like that. We would like support on that. Thank you.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary?
Hi.
Jenna?
No.
Mary? Aye.
Annette?
No.
Bob?
No.
All right, as a follow-up, if I would like to ask if Mary and I pay for our own registration and our hotels, but we would like to book it through the town, through the AIM conference through them, because that's the way that they do it. And the application, the registration is going to be before the next town council meeting. So what I'm asking you is permission to make sure that it's a self-pay. We will pay for it ourselves, give you the money, but the registration has to be done through our town council office for both. And we've done this a number of years for both the registration and the hotel. So I'm just asking permission to do that.
That's a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Discussion?
I'm not sure I understand. You're just wanting the town to register you and then you'll.
The town is a
reimburse the
member.
town.
You have to go.
We will
the
pay for
town is a member,
everything.
So they
We
have
will
to
pay for it before,
pay.
but I'm asking the town, they always have to register it through the AIM. The event through the AIM, here in Dyer.
For clarification, if there's no expenses going out from the town, I don't think it
No
needs to be a
expenses.
vote here. We would do that as a staff to support that and
Thank you.
make it happen, but I don't think there would need to be
Yeah, I
action.
tend to agree with that. There's no expense, and this is kind of outside the scope of the resolution.
Right,
It's
so
just-
we will pay either, we can pay the town council or we pay the town council office or, Debbie. Yeah,
First of all, if you make the reservation, you're gonna have to put up a credit card. And you're gonna have to put up the town's credit card. But when you actually go to the conference, you can hand them your own credit cards and it's not gonna get charged our town credit card.
Just
But
like
every
hotel
hotel, you have to provide them with some kind of credit card.
as a whole.
Yeah,
well, that's fine, but we're gonna pay for it before,
Well, usually the town reserves it and then we pay.
right?
Because I paid for my own
Yep.
meals before. I don't, I've done that, and I pay for my own gas.
so what you're saying is you're gonna have to be there when whoever does this upstairs so that you can give your credit card
But
information.
usually they hold it, and then when we come in, we give them something different. We don't pick
They're
up
still
the
gonna
town.
ask for a credit.
I
card.
think we're going out in the weeds here. If there's no expense, the town council staff will take care of those arrangements for you. It won't need to go on any of the town stuff, so.
Yeah, the
we'll-
resolution
we'll
is
take-
only required for the town reimbursing these expenses.
I'll sure we'll make those we'll get together and we'll make those.
Brought back so many ideas from the summit, including the event center, including the boundless playground. We've brought in all kinds of turf people to come up here and talk to us about this different types of turf. So we've come up with plenty of information on every single one. I tend to go to the ones that have to do with GIS and stormwater, and Mary does the same thing. But we all choose different sessions that we go to so that we don't overlap. So I'm really looking forward to it. It is the 29th and 30th of September, and October the 1st it winds up. So,
Madam, do I have to take back that motion or does she have to?
pardon me?
I
This
didn't.
is
Well, was it seconded?
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah,
said,
you should rescind the motion.
Okay, I would rescind the motion.
and I'll rescind my second.
There you.
Thank you.
Next up, Ward 5, Councilwoman Ludwig.
Nothing to report. Thank you.
Next, we have the clerk treasurer.
I have 2 donations for 30,632.25 for the K9. I can give her a motion to accept.
A motion to accept.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Mary,
Hi.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
thank you. I just want to say I appreciate all the departments and everything that they're doing in this heat. I know it's hard on everybody. So just keep hydrated.
Next up, town manager,
I have nothing that's not already an agenda item.
town attorney.
Just some brief updates. Number one, we're still working on closing on 921 Calumet for the lift station. There's been a drop in communication from the title company. We're working on getting that as soon as possible. We will, once the motion for the sale of the 213th property is completed, we will work on a closing through that. And the lawsuits for the property damage ready to file. They'll be filed by the end of.
Department heads, we'll start with Public Works.
I'm gonna start off with the report I gave to the utility board and the stormwater board this past month regarding the rainfall that we had in June. Some interesting information. From June 6th till July 5th, we experienced 19.2 inches of rain during that 30-day period. And I kind of went over the last 10 years and tried to see, if we had any situations that, were similar or kind of get averages and stuff. So again, over the last 10 years, that 19.2 was pretty much double of every year on the highest instances. So again, the highest I think we had in the previous 10 years was around 9.25, and then again it's as low as 6. So again, just showing the magnitude. For the year, we have already had 34.88 inches of rain. So that's approximately 55% of the rain was in that 30-day period. Typically, usually a highest period of 30 days is around 22% over the last 10 years. So just again trying to show that magnitude. As another comparison, back in 2008, when we had the flood, during that 30-day period from September 1st to September 1st to September 30th, 13.6 inches of rain. So we were still 6 inches above that flooding, yet we did not have any flooding of that magnitude that we had back in 2008. And even as another, positive thing, the wastewater facility had no violations. There was no sanitary surcharges. So our systems were able to handle that 19.2 inches of rain. And then again, in 2008, the total rain that we had that year was 47.9. So I think just again, right now we have had a lot of rain this year. And again, I think we will go past that 47 inches that we had back in 2008. But again, just wanted to give some information on that rainfall. Another thing that's going on right now, we're finishing up the work on US 30. So again, the sidewalk is installed. We are waiting for Midwest Electric to install the pedestrian signalization, which should occur next week. And then pretty much we're just waiting for some crosswalk paint and such like that, and then that project will be done. And then as a reminder, next week we'll be closing down Hart Street on Monday, and that will be a 1 week closure for that water main installation right by Deer Trail. And again, we have signs out there and such to let all the traffic know for the detours. So that's all for my report. Any questions?
I appreciate all the texting you do for that area, letting them know, and then they can go to the website on your link. That's really helpful. Thank you.
Thank you for the update.
Thanks, Jeff.
Next up, Parks.
So we currently have 4 open capital improvement projects. The park board's agreed to release the retainage for 3 of them. That's Conwood Park, Heritage Estates Park, and Everly Park. Hearthstone Park pickleball courts is the one project that would remain on the books. The seed germination just isn't where it needs to be still. There's gonna have to be another application of hydro seed and before we can get that project closed out. So it's the President Starkey mentioned the reschedule for Summerfest concert and fireworks is tomorrow from 5 to 10. Doors open at 5. It will 100% be sunny. Definitely no clouds in the sky. No rain. Sadly, that means we won't have any rainbows, just blue skies and sun. But it's going to be sunny. Nothing is going to happen. It's going to be fantastic.
On your face.
And so our final summer concert series is Tuesday, July 28th. That's from 6 to 9. Andrew Scott Denlinger is opening at 6 with Nate Venturelli closing that night at 7:30. I lied. Yes, 7:30. Upcoming popcorn in the park events on July 21st at Sheffield Estates Park. That's from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then July 28th is at Veterans Park, and that is from 11 to 12, I believe. So a new event we're doing this year, it's called Back to School Bash. It's the first annual. It's a completely free event. It's right before all the kids are going back to school. We're gonna have bounce houses. It's gonna be at Central Park. We're gonna bounce houses. There's a phone party. We got a magician. There's gonna be a DJ. There's gonna be craft and food vendors geared towards the children. So gonna be more than a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but it's gonna be geared towards them. Which we're pretty excited about that. And that is on August 8th from 12 to 4 p.m. And then volunteer committees, obviously with the Summerfest makeup, we have not met. They'll have a wrap-up meeting here, I would say next couple months, where they give their obligatory financial report to the park board. But Dyer and Bloom met on July 7th. They discussed future planning projects, some community engagement opportunities at National Night Out, and a couple of park events, Fall Family Fest and
Curb appeal.
yes, and the last one is the committee's annual Curb Appeal Award. The judging has taken place this past week, and they're going to be giving out the awards here any day now. And that is all I have.
And thank you to all the flags that were put out around town and the firecrackers that were put around town because Dyer and Bloom did that.
Yeah, thank you.
It looked beautiful.
Answer any question.
Friday, dry day. That's it.
Yep, absolutely.
Next up, operations. Code enforcement had 488 calls for service in June. The BZA had no meeting, but we will have one on August 3rd. We have a petitioner. We had 2 new businesses for the month of June, the Learning Experience, which is still working on building out there, in the Crown Dental. We had Sandridge Insurance Group. They just moved. They just changed locations within the town. The Plan Commission didn't have a meeting for July either, but we will be having one in August. And then lastly, the Stormwater Board held its meeting last night. We continue to work on the design for the pump station on Calumet Avenue. We're close to starting the 2-stage ditch on the CVS property as soon as NIPSCO moves the electrical lines. And the project at Sandy Ridge Park is under construction and nearing. If you get a chance to go out there, that sidewalk that we talked about has been put in. So that sidewalk's in, so people from Boulder now can walk and get into the park. So it's really nice for access. And then lastly, the Stormwater Board forwarded an unfavorable recommendation to the town council to not participate in the Lincoln Lansing Drainage District project.
So as far as I know, the town council can make their own motion if they want on that project, or they can go with what the storm board had recommended. And do nothing, I think, is what I understood. And then last, I'd like to say, if you haven't seen the two-stage ditch, I'd say take a look in there. The flowers, the best they've looked in since we've started this. And the gentleman that does a lot of our control out there was out there the other day, and he told me that on the way in, he saw our sign that we are a monarch butterfly community, and he saw 5 monarch butterflies down in the two-stage as he was working. And he thought it was really cool and wanted me to pass that on.
Ryan, I have a question. Do you have anything on the Ron Hunter dedication?
Yes, I just get something back, and we're gonna be scheduling a meeting to go over some of that, the group that had been doing that, and then
Bird time.
once it leads that, then it'll come to everybody. We're still hoping for a September dedication is what we're pushing for.
Thank you very much. Fire?
Yes, for the month of June, 211 total calls for service, logged 493 hours of training, had 81 fire and life safety inspections. Last month, Mason Crawford and Dominic Bach came off probation. So for the first time in 5 years, we actually have no probationary firefighters. Dyer FD responded to the Maryville EF2 tornado as part of the Urban Search and Rescue Task Force and spent multiple hours out there. We submitted the Assistance of Firefighter grant along with Cherville FD for about a little over $1 million. So fingers crossed we hear some good news in the fall. Tuesday, we had mentioned at the safety board meeting, we'll be doing something for Jeff Zenzian and afterward at the firehouse too. So we hope to see you all there. And then next Wednesday and Thursday, you'll see a lot of activity around the firehouse on Hart Street, University of Chicago Air Medical Network and University of Chicago Medical Sim Labs will be there with us, conducting 2 days of EMS-based training on the 22nd and 23rd. We're the only department in Indiana and Illinois that actually has this partnership with UCAN. So it's really strong and really cool for us to be able to have this. They're a world-class organization. So being able to learn from them and them learning from us is a great thing that we have for our department and community.
Thank you very much. Next up, PD.
For the month of June, we had 747 incidents, 42 arrests, 22 accidents, 210 citations, 334 warnings, 464 traffic stops. We'll be starting a new officer on Monday, July 20th. He'll be sworn in the morning. Looking forward to seeing him. Any questions, I'll answer.
Thank you very much. Road projects.
Good evening.
Hello, Neil.
Hello, Neil.
First item, John Burge Lane routing has been selected, and I talked to Frank and Dave this week. They're working with Adam on the title search for those properties that we either need to acquire or have to get easements through, and that'll be done yet this year, and then we'll look to construction in 27. CCMG for this year's 2026 projects, they are on schedule, about 40% completed in various stages of removal, concrete for curb and sidewalk, and then paving. So they are moving well. And CCMG 2027, we talked earlier this week, we're gonna present a couple options on a staff level for resurfacing and or reconstruction, and then determine based on what available funding is for the match, what we will submit our application for September 1st is the beginning date of the application for this year's CCMG project. They're down to 1 year or one application per year instead of 2, which it does simplify things. It saves a lot of time, money, effort, resources. Last item, which this is on the RDC Plum Creek Center parking lot. Plans were dropped off today. Bid packages are advertised in the Times and the Post for tomorrow morning after 10 a.m. And those will be returned on August 14th, and they will make the award recommendation at the August meeting for that project. Any questions?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Next up, we have ordinances and resolutions. I'll be seeking a motion to approve resolution 2026-17, approving the mutual fire aid with the Village of Lansing, Illinois.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Aye. Next up, I'll be seeking motion to approve ordinance 2026-08, amending the town's fishing ordinance.
Make a motion to approve ordinance number 2026-08, amending the town's fishing ordinance.
I'll second that.
Motion second, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Aye. Be seeking a motion to suspend the rules and pass ordinance 2026-08 on second reading.
Make a motion to approve ordinance number 2026-08 on second reading.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Annette,
Aye.
Aye. No old business, new business, board and commission vacancy. I think unless there's any objection, we can just direct Dave to go out for applications for August, due date of August 14th,
Noted.
and then we can evaluate, appoint, or consider that August meeting. We have a purchase approval for some snow removal equipment. I believe we'll be looking for a motion to approve the purchase of snow removal equipment in the amount of $128,773.99. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, that is just for the plow truck, I'm sorry, the snow plow and the brine equipment and the salt spreader as well. So that's just for the portion of that.
Do I have a motion to that effect?
Motion to approve the snow removal equipment for $128,773.99.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Well, is this related to the transferring the trucks? I remember we were talking.
Yeah, again,
About like for leaf removal versus snow removal.
So the two trucks that we're purchasing is one's a replacement for the wastewater plant. One is an additional truck for the fleet that we would be able to utilize so that, during that snow, so we'll get that. But it also allows us to keep us flexible to where we have enough trucks for plowing and for leaf and chipping during that time. So that way we're not trying to unload equipment. If we have that event where we're going from fall weather to winter weather back and forth, we can keep, two things from the same time.
Yeah,
That is part of that process.
that's good. Thank you.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mary,
Aye.
Jenna,
Aye.
Mary,
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any and all? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Voice vote?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. To call to order the 2026 July 16th meeting of the Redevelopment Commission. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Right. Roll call, please.
Here.
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 Here. Here. Citizens input. All right, no citizens input. Next, we're looking for a motion on the consent agenda. The
I'll make-
minutes of the July 2nd, 2026 redevelopment commission meeting and claims totaling $888,000, 674. Let me restate that. $888,674.68.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Aye.
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 Aye. Next, we have ordinances and resolutions. Resolution 2026-06, awarding the land purchase bid.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-06 as presented.
I'll second.
Any discussion? I would just add that I did some research and found that the properties under the consideration here are about 1.7 acres, and current commercial real estate property values are approximately 125,000 per acre. So this is a good deal, pretty good deal, so I'm in favor.
Great.
Art? Thanks.
Yeah, I'll just remind the council, the standard for awarding the bid is responsive and responsible, even though there's only one bid in, that's the standard you go by.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Aye.
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 Aye. Under old business, we have the Plum Creek parking lot. Neil just mentioned it's going out for bid tomorrow.
Yes. Neil stole the thunder on that one, but it is going out. Bid packets were prepared. And we should be in line to give a recommendation at your next meeting in August.
Excellent. All right, we have 8 minutes left. 9? 8 minutes, okay.
Oh, boy.
All right, TIF project updates.
Okay, we'll start first with Main Street. As you know, we closed on the house on Main Street a couple weeks ago. Brian and I visited it today for the little bit of the walkthrough before demolition. Power's still on as of today, so power's got to get off. And got to do some prep work before demolition comes in, but we're all lined up for that. Brian, if you have anything to add as far as timeline?
The benefit too is, I mean, you could ask those two gentlemen over there, but they love the training. So I know police and fire are gonna take use of this home as long as they can. I usually give them until NIPSCO can disconnect everything, Public Works going in to do the water and all that, so we'll have it down here. And we and Dave were looking, it's a nice big lot. I mean, it.
Very big.
So I think it's gonna be very useful for the town.
Once that's down, I think we should probably get a couple renderings to you guys about what you want to do on that corner, because it's standing on there today, realize that it's going to be a pretty welcoming gateway into the town from that half, so we can do quite a bit of it and add a little bit of open green space as well, so. Oh, go ahead.
In that property, I know when you tear down the brick, is there any value in any of the parts of the house for any use of it for the town?
No,
Okay.
no, I mean, no.
Yeah, my
there.
husband was mentioning like the bricks that maybe people might want a brick for a brick walk or something.
See, the tough thing is, you know, people have asked to come in some of the houses, but once we take ownership, we're under our insurance blanket and stuff, so if somewhere to come over there and get hurt, and so we kind of steer clear
Okay.
of that stuff, you know, I mean.
Yeah,
it's-
what our protocol usually is, if anybody were buying it, is they have every right to give away whatever they want, because honestly, it's going in a dumpster for us. So if, at the time, if the previous owners want to let someone come in there and salvage it, they can, but that's on their liability, that's on their insurance. And then once we get the keys, we usually kind of halt all that, so. But I'll be honest with you, on some of the brick, it may look a little lights up, but the process of taking it down is probably going to crumble a lot of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, great question.
Yeah,
Yes.
it would
Yep.
be nice.
Now, if it was in the era that Historical Society would like, we would probably maybe turn them loose on that, but this era brick is not one of those. No. The shade of red is a little bit off.
That's right.
Sheffield Avenue. We did meet on Zoom with MKSK and expressed what you guys were looking for on Sheffield Avenue as far as a continued walkway from right around Northgate Drive to the railroad tracks. A at-grade crossing there pedestrian wise, and then a connectivity over to the west side of the road. So they have a good idea of our scope and our vision. They're going to be putting together some kind of a proposal for us that would include everything up to design and approximate costs and next steps. So that's moving forward a little bit quicker than now that we have a game plan. So
So that will be, do you think they'll have it, some kind of?
I think we'll have a proposal for you by the next meeting, which means basically to engage them to give you some rendering drawings. They're going to work with Nice on some of the engineering side of it, the civil engineering side of it that they'll need, survey and stuff. And then they'll come back to you guys with and you guys can mark up what you want. Just tentatively, we said we wanted a walk path that continued from Northgate Drive to the railroad track, some kind of pedestrian friendly crossing there. And then we talked about how Seminary is kind of at the bend of the road. If you can picture in your head that it might be safer to take it to Old Farm Road, which is the one intersection just to the south, and make that push button crossing there instead of having people try to cross right at the bend at the railroad tracks. So connectivity will be there, just be another 500 feet south than where we were kind of kicking around, but that's all up for your guys' discussion. Jeff, can you add anything on the street light project that was green lighted?
Sure. Again, the streetlights were ordered again 30 days ago, after the last meeting. So again, that's been processed. I believe they have a lead time. Don't quote me on this. Again, it is just like last time, where it could be anywhere from 120 to 180 days. So again, near the end of the year, beginning in 2027 is when they're expected to be delivered. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
Delivery, early 2027.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then installation after that.
Yes. So again, I would imagine that, they'll, as soon as they're in, they'll start, plugging away from north to south.
I'm under the time that you've allowed me to have. So that's all I have for TIF project. Unless anybody has a specific question.
You did it all. New business, anybody? Any and all?
Hi, Louise.
Oh, did you,
Yes.
Ms. Talent?
Yes.
Yeah, come on up and.
Louise Talent and resident of Dyer, 2723 Sycamore Drive. Just wanted to thank in the summertime, the town council here. You folks have been so gracious to help out with the Lake Central Education Foundation. Amazing, and that also helps our school corporation. That is a real unique, critical partnership, especially as we work with the funding that we have, and want to say thank you to our taxpayers who did support that, the referendum. In that, we are in very good shape. I don't know if any of you have seen about other school corporations across the state, but they're really struggling. They have to cut staff. They did not have the opportunity or chose not to, or whatever was going on with them, to look ahead. And fortunately, Dyer being a portion of the Lake Central School Corporation, our administration did look ahead. So we are in good shape to keep our school educational programs in very good shape. In other words, we're not going to have to be cutting our paraprofessionals. We're not going to be cutting our high ability classes. We're not going to be cutting some of the high level math classes, not having to close our pool. And there are some schools that are having to do that because they just don't have the funds available. Also, like I mentioned, you guys do work with the Education Foundation, and we do have a fundraiser that's coming up this Saturday. It is pickleball. Some people are really into that. It's going to be at the Crown Point YMCA. If you'd like to come out and just look, enjoy, it'll start like in the morning. There's a registration. If you're interested, contact me, or I can give you a couple numbers to be able to come over and visit if you'd like. It's going to be a lot of fun. But we are also trying to raise our funds to complement the funds that you have given us. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, adjournment? Motion.
So moved.
Second.
Voice up.
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. All right.